So today we're going to be talking about images on a website. To start off, I would like to say that images are not inserted into a web page, they are linked to them. You can use the image tag and press tab so that it finishes for you. One thing you will notice that is different from other tags is that this is a self-enclosing tag. It does not need an opening and closing tag like you can see throughout the document. There are two attributes, the source attribute and the alt attribute. Source specifies any path to an image. It could be local or a link of a picture from another website. The alt specifies some alternate text for the image when for whatever reason cannot be displayed on the web page. The description you give over here should be easy to understand, especially when someone is using a screen reader on your site. The source attribute can use a link or a local path. The first thing we would do is go to a site known as Unsplash. Various people offer these stunning images for free that you can use for your project. The nice thing you can do from downloading it is that you can give them a small shout out for their work. Now we look for a picture that we like this one right here. We click on it, we right click and copy the image link, and we just paste it into the source and Control S that, and our document should update with the image over here. And depending on where you sourced it from, the image could either be really big or really small, but we can also change the dimensions of it. So we can give this image a width and height of 200, and that should scale it down to an appropriate size or any size that you would like to have. Now, let's say for any reason that the site Unsplash one day shuts down and the link you'll be using for it no longer works. Your image would never load again, but there is a workaround to this. You should download the image you want and place it in the same folder as your index document, your HTML document. Once you have done that, we can change the source to the path of our image. So instead of having that long link that we had, now we just need the name of our image that we have. If you Control S that, the image should pop up again. And then again, you can specify the width and height if you want to change and scale it down again. And as mentioned, for the alt tag, you can enter something very easy to understand like a cozy living room and Control S that. If we had to remove this image over here, you should see a cozy living room, the thing that we've been talking about. You can also manage your media in your project. If you had a lot of pictures that you wanted, it could get it really cluttered over here. So what I like to do is create a folder named assets. And in this assets folder, I like to give it another folder named as media. Now the media folder houses all of my images and videos that I would like to use. So ensure that you click on the media, take your picture and move it there. It'll ask you to move it and click on move. Now the image should disappear again. But now your project is much more organized. Now over here, all we gotta do is just change the path from assets to media and then our image. If you Control S, it should open it up again, like nothing changed. And finally, as a bonus, you can use hyperlinks in your images as well. We're just gonna take this away, and then we're gonna specify an A tag, and in between here we'll put the image tag. From here we're going to go to our assets, media, and then our picture, and give it the width of 200 that we had and the height as well. And if you save that, nothing should change over here. The one thing that will change though is that we'll enter a URL over here. I'll be using google.com. If you enter that and Control S, now anytime a user clicks on this picture, it should take them to this website. And it does. Now this should cover about everything when it comes to working with images in HTML. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.